make a main video for Footage Factory, but also this video is designed for Currency and Capital, and it's starting over from nothing. You know, for the last 5 videos, it's just been me running around, looking at cars to buy, looking at properties, trying to make a decision on whether I'm going to rent or buy. And what it all boils down to is I'm resetting. I'm like Rocky and Rocky 6 going back to Philly. Coming back to America, but I'm putting I've learned things from my first go-round. My first go-round was 15 years ago, back when YouTube was easy, okay? And then my second go-round, where I had a little bit of success, I was able to get me monetized. Then my third go-round, which was my track days in Scotland. I learned a lot from that, but that I was hitting my head against the wall and just didn't have any traction. This is my fourth go-round, and I'm going to come at it from a different approach. So maybe the title should be Life Reset New Approach. Life Reset New Approach. And the new approach is what I have been doing behind the scenes is making support. That's fucking cool. Making support channels, and the support channels are all designed to be very specific into whatever niche they are. And my original channel, Footage Factory, is very broad. And I know that broad channels work. I can see it being done. But there is a set of magic that I either don't have or I am learning how to have, whether that's people that are just interested in my channel, interested in me as a person. I'm not that good looking, but if I can define what that charismatic part is, and I'm going to try to source it from an area of hard work. So I want to showcase building this YouTube channel, and this video is focusing on the currency and capital niche version of that. What I mean by that is my YouTube channel, Currency and Capital, is just strictly about growing your business. Okay? Whatever entrepreneurial ventures you have, you know, whether that's exploring somebody else's, how they grew their business, whether it's, you know, me. And this video is primary Footage Factory, secondary Currency and Capital. But what I want to showcase here, the behind the scenes structure. The behind the scenes structure, the strategy to my next run at YouTube. This is my fourth run. Probably won't be my final. Definitely, I don't know. What do I do? Quit at 4? After 4, I'm done. No. But either way, looking at this, this is my fourth run at YouTube, and gonna hit it the fourth time. Gonna hit it hard, and not necessarily hard, but I'm gonna try to do it intelligent, and I'm gonna try to make videos that people enjoy. The algorithm has been set for my YouTube, and what it thinks is that I am a Mustang guy. Mustang and tires, those are the two things it associates me with. Not necessarily motorcycles, but a few of my motorcycle videos have really taken off. So that's what I want to be, all of the above. How can I make a set of videos that are successful on YouTube. And when I say successful, I mean I want to do what I'm interested in, but I want to present it in such a way that gets the clicks. Because let's face it, that is how you show if you're successful or not. Clicks, you know. Otherwise, why are you doing this? Why? You know, or you could be making YouTube videos for yourself, which, you know, in a weird roundabout way, I am. I'm making these videos so that they can be somewhat of an Easter egg, so that if I have to go back in time to say, what was I thinking? Or I've even rebuilt a car, and I'm like, what bolt? What was the size of that? Oh, it's the small bolt. So, there is an element of that, of making YouTube videos for me, and also making YouTube videos that grow, that have an entertainment value. So as I reset my life and start over new, I am starting over brand new. Now I have the tools. They're en route. They're being shipped. I have about a quarter of the tools needed. When I say tools, wrench, screwdriver, toolbox, power tools, I also mean vehicles, logistic devices, trucks, trailers. So I'm getting those together. Also a base. I need a base that so that's all I'm doing right now. That's the, like, I should have recorded me trying to start my lawnmower yesterday, because it was so funny. When the thing started up, so much smoke came out. But that's what I'm doing, is that I need to showcase the difficulties that I am having when it comes to doing this push at YouTube. This is a push. This is my 4th push. And as soon as this 4th push is over, am I done? Like I said earlier, definitely not. Where I want to come from in these set of videos is like I said, Rocky coming back to Philly with nothing. Well, I'm coming back to the States with no support, not the proper equipment, and I don't even have the base. These are all things I had to build for myself within 5 years of being in Scotland. I had the property, I had the garage, I had the trailers, I had the vehicles, I had multiple versions of the same. And then in the States, I kind of had the same thing in Washington State. I had the truck, I had the trailer, I had the project, I had the base. In Washington and Scotland, I had the support. Now, I'm leaving that support in Scotland. And that sucks, because those people would help me. They still would help me to this day. But now that I am replanting myself in Florida, these are all things that I'm going to have to do. These are all things that I'm going to have to build. A network of friends, equipment/tools, and my base. Those are the 3 things: a base, a network, and equipment. And once I do that, then I'll be able to start recording my projects. But in a sense, that's what this is. This is a recording of the project of starting over new. So I'll get into cool like for example, I've got a trailer on the West Coast of Washington that I'm contemplating selling. But then the thought comes to head, why don't you refurbish that trailer? Because the trailer, was cheap, but it's an older trailer that really has a lot of its structure is good. The paint is a little bit rusted, yada yada. The axles have old wheels, and I don't even know if the axles hold up to today's standards, but it's a really good trailer. You know what I probably should do? I I probably should spruce it up. I probably should spruce up the trailer and keep it. And then make that into a series in itself. You know, I'm making a series into, restarting my life, but also these little side projects. I've got my Mustang in Washington that I need to rebuild that engine. That's something I need to look at. So that's a project that's been on the back burner. Right now, I'm actually driving to go look at a Corvette, and that's a project in itself. You know, trying to do two things at once. I need a daily driver, and on top of having a daily driver, I also want it to be a fun car that I could do YouTube with. So if I get me a daily driver that is a cool car, then that, who knows the amount of content I could create off of that. So the subject of this video is me starting over, identifying the 3 things that I need to do, and also at the same time I have to constantly be on the lookout for new content, new ideas. You know what I mean? I have to go, oh wow, and this is an occupation for me. This is an occupation. In the sense of, I need to figure out a way to start making this worthwhile, so that this starts making money. You know, what I do with the money, you know, if I donate it to to a good cause, that's fine. If I reinvest it into the YouTube channel, that's definitely a must. Or if I just take it for myself and spend it on whatever it is that I spent it on, it doesn't matter. It does not matter, because this is the occupation.